A big challenge in foster care is that we just have an increasing foster care population. We have kids that are in residential care and need to be with foster families. It's a huge commitment to ask someone to be a foster parent and to have children come live in their home with them. So it's a very big ask when we recruit families to foster.
I would tell people that are interested in being foster parents that it is one of the most fulfilling things that you'll ever get to do. There are challenges, but the joy outweighs the challenges for sure. You not only get to help a child, but you got to help a family to heal, and you play an important role in that.
One of the qualities I always look for is compassion. I want to foster because I want to help kids. I want them to feel safe and loved. If they start the conversation that way, that automatically lets me know they're doing this for the right reasons.
I like to call Mission West Virginia the helpers. When someone calls and they have questions and concerns about becoming a foster parent, our family liaison works with families up until they are certified with an agency. You don't have to be a traditional nuclear family. You can be single, you can be married, divorced, a same-sex couple. So we work really hard to kind of put those fears at ease.
And I think for families, when you're looking at fostering, there's so many agencies and so much information out there that Mission West Virginia gives them a landing point. It's a point where they can go and gather information about all of the agencies, make that initial inquiry, and then get connected. And then they support them during that process. And then they communicate with us if there's issues or concerns. So we're able to work together to make the foster care process a lot smoother. They help us with recruitment efforts that we can all work together and collaborate on so that we can have a bigger reach in the communities.
We have a unique role in that we do not certify families, but we recruit them and we provide information and referral. What's unique about us is that we don't just send a packet of information out. We follow up with that family on a very specific protocol, call them, email them regularly to make sure they did find an agency that can certify them, answer questions, resolve any issues, deal with any communication problems, and really stick with that family until they're actually certified.
Our staff is available 24 hours a day. When they're going through training, if they have questions, they can go at their pace, flexible schedule to provide the training. And I think most agencies have that support 24 hours a day, that if they run into a problem that they need support to help work through an issue in their home, that they have that support.
A couple of things that I always hear is that we don't feel that our house is going to be good enough. Like, you're going to come in and you're going to tell us that our house is not big enough or it's not tidy enough. You know, you have kids, we want to see like their toys out. We want to make sure that it's just like a home, because that's what our kids want to see, is it's not this tidy, neat thing. They want to walk into a home.
People believe that you have to be perfect, that you have to have your life together, and you have to make certain income, and you have to be of a certain level, but it's ordinary, everyday people that are the best foster families.
Regardless of whether you are a single-parent home or a two-parent home, the love that you have for that child is enough, and the child needs you regardless.
I think it's very rewarding to see that that connection, and to see that child is in a home with a family that's going to make them feel safe and loved and nurtured while they're in their home. Unfortunately, when children don't find placements, sometimes they end up in hotel rooms or in shelters. So anytime we can provide a child with a safe, loving, and nurturing home, that's the best part of our job. And to help them to achieve the goal, if it's reunification or adoption or legal guardianship, we know that in that moment that child is in a home with a family that's going to make sure that child is loved, nurtured, and cared for.
Being removed from the home is scary for children. It can be traumatic at times. So going into a family-like environment provides them with stabilization and love. Reunification is always the primary goal, but in those times where children cannot go back to the home because it's deemed unsafe, then an adoptable home who will love on that children forever.
It really is a special thing to see the kids grow and learn and kind of just like use those tools that you provide to them to become a functioning human in society. So it's awesome.
People always ask, about foster care, and I always say, try it. A lot of people think that once you become a foster parent, you have to accept any child that we call you for, and that's not the case. You have your own preferences, so you get to pick the age group of the children that you accept, gender, how many children you want to accept. You have all those choices. You can start with one child and work your way, once you get comfortable, to accepting more children. You can start just doing respite. So just accepting a child for a few days or a few weeks, and then once you kind of feel comfortable with that, then you can go into fostering full time.
The need in West Virginia is always great for foster families. We will never have enough foster families for children waiting in foster care, and there will always be a need for families to provide that safe, loving, and permanent place for children.
There are no perfect families, but every family is perfect for a certain child.